Hello everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. In today's session we will see about constructor in Python. So what exactly is constructor? So constructor is a special type of a method which is used to initialize the instance member of the class. Constructor is similar to method, but there are some differences and it is used to initialize the instance of the classes. So in C++ or Java, the constructor has the same name as its class. But in Python, it treats constructor differently. In Python, constructor is used to create an object. Constructor definition is executed whenever we create the object of the class. So whenever the object of the class is created, the constructor is called. So we will see one example. Before that, we will see some differences between method and constructor. So we have already seen about the method or functions. So for method we can give any name. Method will return some value or values. Method can take parameters or arguments, and to call or to invoke the method we have to use object. So we can call the method by using object name dot method name, right? So that's how we can call the method, and for that we have to create the object first. And by using that object we can call the method. So method we can give any name. So whenever we create a method we can give any name to the method. And method will return some values. Method can take parameters or arguments as well. But for constructor, so we have seen for method we can give any name. But when we define the constructor, we cannot give any name to constructor. We should only use underscore underscore init underscore underscore self. So this underscore underscore init underscore underscore self, it is basically a syntax to define the constructor. It simulates the constructor of the class. So we cannot use any name just as we have used for method, right? So for method we can give any name to method. But for constructor creation we have to use underscore underscore init underscore underscore self. So this syntax will define the constructor of the class. Constructor never return any values. We have seen that method can return the values, but constructor never return any values. Constructor can also take parameters. So method can take the parameters. Similarly, constructor can also take the parameters. And constructor is called. So constructor is called whenever object is created or class is instantiated. So whenever we create the object, the constructor gets called. To call the method, we know that we have to first create the object, and by using that object dot method, we can call this method. But for constructor, we have to just create an object. So as soon as the object is created, the constructor will get invoked. So as soon as the object gets created, the constructor will get invoked. Now let's see practically. So I am going to PyCharm. In PyCharm, let's create one Python file. I am naming it as, let's create new Python file. Constructor part 1 demo. So let's create one Python file. So we have created a Python file. Now we will see how to define a constructor and how it gets invoked whenever we create an object. So first, we have to create a class. So I am just creating a class. So how to create a class? By using class keyword, and then let's name it as my class. So we have created a class now. In this class, we can use the same def keyword to define constructor as well. But we cannot give any name to constructor. We have to use only underscore underscore init. And then in bracket self. So this is how we can create the constructor, that is underscore underscore init underscore underscore and then self. So this is the constructor definition. In this constructor, now I am just using one statement. Let's say print this is inside constructor. So whenever we call this constructor or whenever this constructor will get invoked, this statement should print on our window, right? So this should be printed whenever the constructor will get created. So whenever the constructor will be invoked, it will print this is inside the constructor. So it should print this is inside constructor. Now how to invoke the constructor? So we have seen that constructor will get invoked as soon as we create an object. Now how we can create an object? So I am just creating, let's say my obj1 equals to my class. Now this is the way we can create an object. So now as soon as the object gets created, this constructor will get invoked. So now let's execute this program. So when we executed this program, you can see the statement got printed here. That means as soon as we created an object, the constructor got invoked and it printed that this is inside constructor. So this is how we can simply invoke the constructor. Now this is also, we have seen in the previous session as well, this is named object. So this is the named object. So we have assigned the value of variable my obj1, right? So we have created the object here, my class, and then we have assigned value to it. Now I am just removing this part, or we can just comment it. We have also seen nameless object as well. So whenever we create, let's say my class, so this is also an object creation. This is nameless object. Nameless object. So this time also the constructor will get invoked because we have created an object. So whenever we create the object, the constructor gets invoked. So let's execute this program. So when we execute this program, we can see the statement is printed. That means this part of code gets invoked. That is the constructor. So constructor got invoked at this time also for nameless object as well. So this is how we can invoke the constructor. Now let's see one more example. So I'm just removing these two parts. So now we have created the constructor here, right? Now I'm going to create one method also. How to create a method? Let's say def m1, and this is the cell. So that means this is the instance method. This is an instance method, and in this method now I'm going to print this is m1 method. And how to call the method? We can simply call the method by creating an object. So I am just again creating one object. Let's say my obj equals to my class. So this is the object which we have created, my obj, and by using my obj dot we can call the m1 method. Let's run this program. So when we run this program, first it will invoke the constructor. That's why this statement got printed, and then we have called m1 method. That's why this is m1 method is printed here. Now we also know that method can return some values as well. Now I am again creating one new method. Let's say def m2. In this method, I am going to add, now this method will accept two parameters. Let's say num1 comma num2, and it will simply return, it should return num1 plus num2. So we are performing addition operation on two parameters which we are going to pass to m2 method. So when we have to call this method, what we can do, we have to pass two parameters. So I am just again using the same object, I am calling m2 method, and in this method we have to pass two parameters. So let's say 10 and 20. So whenever this method is invoked, it should return num1 plus num2, that is 10 plus 20, 30. So this method will return 30, but that value we have to store somewhere. So I am using result equals to this one. So it should return. After that we can simply print the result. Print the result value. It should print value of 30, that is 30. Right? So this is how we can call method. So the first statement is for constructor invoke. So whenever the constructor got invoked, whenever the object is created, the constructor got invoked. That's why it printed that this is inside constructor. Next statement is basically we have called m1 method by using my obj. So we have created an object and we have invoked the m1 method. That's why it is saying this is m1 method. And after that we have called third method, that is my obj.m2, that is method m2. So when we invoke the method m2 by passing two parameters, that is 10 and 20, and it returns the value of num1 plus num2. So this method returns some value and that we have stored in result, and then we have printed the result, that is 30. So this is the simple example of how we can invoke the constructor. So it gets invoked whenever the object is created. So that's about the introduction of constructor. In the coming session we will see some more topic about constructor. So thank you for watching this video.